first time I was asked to do a 5-minute reading, I thought that would be really easy. Until I realized how little you can read in 5 minutes. My book, Last Rose, is about the first year of my life after I lost my wife and daughter in a Baltimore water taxi accident. I tell people that the book is not about the accident. It's about the power of love. In the next 5 minutes, however, you will learn about the accident, and I hope you will feel a little bit of that love. This is a condensed version of a letter that's in my book that was written by one of the reservists that helped rescue my daughter Lisa that day. I think we were 50 miles away when I was finally able to get a clear view. Some were on top of the overturned vessel. The ones in the water were struggling to climb into what was left of the boat. "There are people underneath. Please, help us." The screams were unified, yet random and scattered. The moment had arrived when I was faced with the appalling question of what is my soul made? I wanted to be brave. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be heroic. The truth is, I was terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought. Senior Chief Sardinia lowered the ramp, and 2 men dove in the water to try and free those trapped underneath. After 2 failed attempts, they called back to us, "We can't get in." A 3rd man dove in to assist. They disappeared under the water for what appeared like an eternity. Again they surfaced, clearly frustrated, and already starting to succumb to the exposure to the 43-degree water. "I can't find a door. The windows won't break out." Precious seconds that could mean the difference between life and death were flying by. "There are people underneath," they continued to yell. Senior Chief yelled from the wheelhouse, "Move! I can't see. I'm going to use the ramp to lift it up." In retrospect, I'd say it was a stroke of genius. As the boat lifted into the air, debris began to float out from underneath. Purses, clothing, paper, backpacks. Within a few seconds, 3 people floated out, face down. The first was a male, probably middle-aged. I still don't know his name. Lieutenant Commander Einstein grabbed me. Grabbed him. The second was Sarah Bentram, the 8-year-old little girl. When I saw her, I immediately wanted to go into the water after her. But Jeff was already in the water. Lieutenant Commander Eisenstein grabbed for Sarah. He said later, "I couldn't hold on to both of them, so I had to make a decision. I had to let one of them go." I can't imagine having to make a decision like that. How do you choose one life over another? We think the man was picked up on one of the fire department rescue boats, but no one is really sure. You were the last to emerge from under the broken boat. The chief saw you first. "I've got another one. I need help. I've got another one." He had hold of your shirt. You were still face down. I reached down and grabbed your arm. Together, we began to pull you up. My hands started to ache from the cold, and your wet skin began to slip out of my grasp. Your body turned toward me, and your head rolled to the side so that I could clearly see your face looking up at me. Your eyes were still open. They were a pale blue color, not much different from the color of your skin. At that point, I thought you were already dead. Then I looked into your eyes. And time suddenly stood still. Something touched me down in the very depths of my being. For a fleeting moment that now seems like an eternity, I felt like I was looking right into your soul. Don't let go, you seem to be saying. You can do it. 3 other shipmates all grabbed onto you. Then we pulled you and finally got you under the boat. Commander Decker, even in his haze, leaped forward and began breathing breath into your mouth as the chief performed the chest compressions. I backed away to give them room. They say you shouldn't make these things personal, but I did. It was very personal. I know that my life will never be the same. I know that I will never forget you. You gave me the greatest gift I've ever received. For a short time, you allowed me to be the kind of man I've always wanted to be.